Howdy, y'all. No. Howdy, everyone. We're off on another adventure. I am changing things up again. First of all, hello. So today, we're going to be doing something that I probably should have done last week when it came out, and we are going to do the Rising. I love this event. I love this event every year, just to see what Yoshi P is going to say. So let's go ahead and see what it's about. Where is the Rising person? Where? There they are. Like everyone's done the event already. Okay, here we go. Eee! Accept. Tahika, what an astonishing coincidence. Questioning. What do you mean? Who am I? I'm Kibi Jakya, reporter of the Raven. You helped me investigate the visitor from another realm, remember? Anyways, this is perfect. I could use your assistance with another story, assuming you have the time, that is. I sure do! So here's the thing. Just recently, an unusual visitor cut through Gardania's markets like a Sith in a frenzy to purchase every Nimian lily available. And I mean all of them. What person I hear, you ask? Well, my friend, I sense the answer to that question will provide the basis of my next scoop. So I did some nosing around. No one I talked to could put a name to our mysterious flower fancier. But by all accounts, he and his cargo hold of lilies have departed, oops, for Ul'dah. Not wanting the trail to grow cold, I quickly grabbed my quill and notepad and boarded an airship myself. I was quickly reminded of how hard it is to chase a story in unfamiliar territory. You know this town and its people well enough, though, don't you? Yes, it's my home city. And my free company city. Grand Company City. What say you to lending a hand for my investigative efforts? Sure. I'd be happy to! Yeah! Wonderful. Then we've no time to lose. First things first, we pay a visit to the nearest drinking establishment. Already beat you to it! The local tavern is always the best place to pick up tidbits of gossip and rumor. Okay. I can do that. Now before I continue, I heard the Rising attendant is none other than, oh my god, he looks like a little Archon Louis Soir. But I heard that this is Minfilia in 1.0. Future me. Put a picture up there or something of the comparison of her to Minfilia, but I do believe it. And he looks like a little Archon. He looks like a little Louis Soir. Oh my god, I love these events. I love these events so much. Oh, Momodi! I love Momodi! Hi. My, those are some serious faces. What can I do for you this fine evening? We're looking for this mysterious traveler. Can you help us? Ooh, playing reporter are we? Sounds like fun. Let's hear your questions then. We are attempting to track down a particular someone who purchased a suspiciously large number of Nimia lilies in Gardania before transporting them here to Ul'dah. Any idea who this person might be? We've more than our fair share of traders coming and going, and a large shipment arriving in the city is hardly a noteworthy occurrence. But now that you mention it, I do remember this florid minstrel fella who came in just the other day. Said he'd pull in from Gardania and need help hauling a hefty delivery to the Alchemist Guild. He's actually a familiar face in these parts. Never did get his name, though, strangely enough. He's Yoshi B! A nameless traveler arriving from Gardania with a sizable cargo to move. That sounds promising. Like I said, there was a request to move cargo. Before you run off to a possible dead end with the alchemist, I suggest you fish for more information inside the quicksand. After all, where else can you find so many gossipy adventures crammed into one spot? Why did I put that voice to Momodi? That certainly makes sense between the two of us, however, I see no reason why we cannot do both. I shall stay here and interview the clientele while you chase down the other lead in the Alchemist Guild. What do you think? I got it. Then that'll be our plan. Once you've spoken to the potion mixers, make your way back here and we can discuss our revelations. You got it. Let's go! Bye. Bye. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we're going to the Alchemist Guild. Wrong way. I'm here. Oh, strange traveler, where art thou? I ran right past you. Wink. So boldly do you approach a master of his profession. I warn you, this matter best be deserving of the precious moments you steal away from my unending you jerk. I've never worked with the Alchemist Guild, but so far I don't want to. You question me for a tabloid piece? Away with you! I refuse to waste another instant on this trivial nonsense. Well, I refuse to waste another instant on you. Ah, but just a moment. Perhaps there's a shred of scholarly value to this after all. I vaguely recall the flamboyant character of whom you speak, and his request to process a vast quantity of floral material. 'Tis laughable that would undertake such a menial chore, of course, so I assign the task to my subordinates. If you wish to discuss the tedious details, Dietrich is your man. Dietrich! I wish to discuss things with you. Excuse me? Excuse me, thank you. You look like Thancred. Why, I should be delighted to assist you. This is regarding the large delivery of Nemea lilies. Yes, this guild did accept a task involving said lilies, as commissioned by a nomadic minstrel gentleman. And though I cannot reveal the nature of what we produced, I can tell you that it shall be distributed amongst the populace as part of the events of the Rising. If you wish to know more, I suggest you speak to the gentleman himself. Yes, I would! Where is he? Where is this minstrel? He's back at the quicksand. I love this event. Just to show the appreciation that they show is phenomenal. Okay, here we go. Adventurer, you're back. Did the alchemist offer up any new information? He sure did, but he was a jerk about it. So to summarize, this famously unnamed minstrel of nomadic inclination commissioned the manufacture of some yet unknown items to be handed out during the Rising. Oh, I wholeheartedly agree that we should speak with him directly. And as luck may have it, I have just discovered that he may be putting on a performance at the Ruby Road Exchange. I think it's time for one of my patented on-the-spot interviews, don't you? If we hurry, we can catch him before he takes the stage. I'm coming! I'm coming! Is he really on stage? Hello. Hello, Ash Ketchum's little person. I love this part. Greetings, sir. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt, but you are the famous Wandering Minstrel, are you not? I am indeed. And look who you've brought to me! Was there aught I might do for you, fine people? I've been following you, to be perfectly honest. I am curious to learn more about the wagon load of lilies you turned over to the alchemist, not to mention your plans to distribute the results of their work. You followed me, but how did you... I mean, why would you? Ah, Rider for the Raven, that explains much. And did you also learn what I tasked the alchemist to create? Is this scroll out of the bag for all to smell? No, we were hoping you might tell us. Good, then my surprise remains unspoiled. The plan, if you must know, is to hand out bundles of potpourri to all and sundries during the Rising. As in flowers mixed with spices, that aromatic stuff you see in bowls in the parlor tables and the like? Yes. The very same, except my potpourri will delight the eyes as much as the nose thanks to the alchemical wizardry infused by my co-conspirators. Yet even without such enhancements, the scent of Nemea lilies is known to promote calm and tranquility. The Rising is a time of remembrance, of mourning. It is a time when sorrow can overwhelm folk who lost friends and loved ones in the seventh umbral calamity. It is my hope that the lily's gentle perfume will afford such burdened souls a modicum of peace during the oft-time melancholy memorial. Oh my, what a generally lovely idea! Only just this moment we were making arrangements for a showcase of my humble talents, where I shall hand out potpourri bundles to the audience. Again, I am glad we met ere you inadvertently spread word of our little surprise gift. I trust you now have sufficient detail to write your article. Oh yes, I have plenty to work with, thank you. Splendid! Now since you've joined the inner circle, so to speak, we must have you play a role in the performance! I would love to. You needn't fret, so I merely wish you assistance in packing up potpourri. I can supply the crowd at the show, but it would be most helpful if you might deliver bundles to some other part of town. Oh, we'd be happy to. It could be my flesh out the story. I can't read. I'll help you. Let's head back to the quicksand, adventurer. If we hand out the bundles there, we can sure to cover folk in every corner of the city. Okay. We were low on helping hands to tell the truth, so this has worked out for the best. Please come and meet me at the Red Ruby Exchange once you have finished your task. You can count on me! Let's get to work, shall we? Yeah, I don't look suspicious at all. Anyone want some potpourri? I have potpourri. Nice lily potpourri. Oh, good sir, would you like some potpourri? Here you go. Oh, you're very welcome. Bye-bye. Oh, those two dudes are from, they were from one of the storylines I did for Crafters. What are you giving out there, adventurer? Why, hello, Flame Sergeant. Potpourri. I know the Nimie Lily, is it? The flower is often placed on graves of the fallen, a practice with which I am, alas, intimately familiar. Why choose this particular bloom? It brings calm and tranquility. I see, perhaps the perfume does remind one of the peace of repose, rather than the violence which took our companions from us. It would seem the minstrel has given the matter some thought. For cardinal veterans such as myself, the season of the rising can be a torment, like the throbbing pain of an old wound. I will keep this bundle close, I think, and breathe in its calm whenever I feel my thoughts turning grim. Whatever that is. I mean, I am part of the flames, so. Keeping busy there, ain't you, Teheka? I know it's all for the rise and all, but it would tickle me to see a hero of your stature hand out presents like Sybil Erangel. Thank you! I just saved the world not dozens, a lot of times. I've saved the world a lot of times. I've saved people dozens of times. I don't need to be handing out potpourri, but I will do it for the Wandering Minstrel. I mean, ever since the first time we met, you've always been the type to lend a hand when it's needed, and it's true. And you haven't changed one bit. Makes me happy. It does, not to mention a little misty-eyed. The good you've done for folk will linger on, an unshakable foundation for your future. Keep going the way you're going, my friend, and we'll all be the better for it. I will, thank you. Here, why don't you let me have whatever bones you got left, and I'll put them together with ones I took from a reporter friend. If we leave a basket full on the guild counter, I guarantee they'll hand themselves out before the rising's over. Here you go. Thank you, Momodi. Mistress Momodi took a goodly amount off our hands, so I think we've done our fair share of the work. We should go and see the minstrel and let me know we've completed our task. Well, mostly completed our task. Bye, Momodi. We didn't really fully complete the task. We've done it. We've handed out the stuff for you. The reporter and her most qualified assistant returned. The performance went well, I must say. What of your story research? Were the townsfolk willing to share any moving material? Yes, they were unexpectedly forthcoming. I was regaled with many an anecdote from those who lived through the calamity and privileged to hear their treasured moments of those who did not. Back when the calamity was poised to strike, I had only just earned my reporter's quill. I was rushed around town, questioning adventurers and taking notes. But as Dalamud descended ever lower, the streets erupted into chaos. It was then that I fled with my younger brother to the border and relative safety. There were a few less prudent friends and colleagues who might still be here if they had done the same. In the years since, the world has risen from the ashes. I've done my best to rise along with it, but there are things I cannot, nay, should not forget. Such are the thoughts which blossom my mind when I breathe in Potpourri's perfume. Aww. I've enjoyed our collaboration this day, adventurer, and I shall attempt to write a piece that does it justice. What say you to Rising Calm as a title? Okay, I get it. How fitting. I look forward to reading it. That's so sad. Like, she lived through the calamity and she lost loved ones and co-workers. Is it? I too sense the stirring of new composition, a hopeful verse dedicated to the continued safe passage of those who yet ascend the path out of the catastrophe and despair. Let's see what... Here I go. Oh. Come here every year. Oh. Greetings, warrior of light. Oh. You needn't be alarmed. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind, perhaps? Or perhaps not. What a pleasure it is to welcome you here again to Keheteka, and what a privilege that you chose a trail tread alongside mine for so long. On a day such as today, I hope you'll forgive me a brief bout of nostalgia. Go for it! It has been an entire decade since I first came to this world. I was a stranger here, a traveler in a troubled land, and the quest for its salvation consumed my every moment. Countless trials were met and overcome, and the world not only survived, it flourished. The victory we owe to those who persevered alongside us, to those who explored and nurtured and loved this realm as much as we. I love this stuff. Yes, it is you of whom I speak, of our indomitable adventurers. Thanks. 10 years is a long time, yes, but for me, the number holds no special significance. It is simply a count of the passing of days. Success, however, would not have come without the accumulation of daily effort, and that is what makes it a milestone worth marking. Thank you for staying the course with us these many years. Thank you for creating such an amazing game and community. Like, really. I'll keep making plans for this world for the foreseeable future. It has become a part of my life, and to see it grow is an adventure in itself. Rest well, warrior of light, for a grand convergence of events approaches. May the road upon which you must embark become the greatest of all journeys. Thank you. Until we meet again, my friend. Until we meet again, my friend. Goodbye. Bye, Yoshi Bee. I love those little things. It's a thank you note. He puts a thank you note in the thing. What a moving rendition. Yeah. And now I really must head home to write that article. You have my gratitude, Teheka. I would still be floundered in the streets without your assistance. Until we meet again! What is this? What'd you give me? You didn't write the article yet. A great many lives were lost in the flames of the calamity, not to mention the chaos which followed. Yet as the survivors who must face the challenges of living in this new era, we have salvaged. To you, the champion of the vanguard of our efforts, I dedicate these verses. Scarred by the falling of fiery stars, the land is reborn with new life. Godslayer struck by an echoing roar, heavens ring with a promise of new strife. Beast and man both seek freedom or death in bloody inferno untamed. By unbroken hopes from a sky long undimmed shall the darkness of Eld be reclaimed. A merciless gale and unending road, if this is the path we are fated, then pray be our dawn and the rift betwixt worlds your soul's splendid light unabated. Fireworks. Oh, I love this event. I really must apologize for pressing you into service for my potpourri scheme. I tend to consider adventurers as fellow wanderers and call upon the assistance of your kind with little reservation. As for the gifts themselves, there was another reason as to why I chose the Nemia lily. Traditionally, the bloom is said to represent a prayer for safe passage. The way ahead yet promises more hardship, and I wanted at the very least to wish you, all of you, the smoothest road for your upcoming journeys. We're going to the moon. Oh, man. Oh. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. That was so sweet. Yay. Do, 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 do. Boop, boop. Oh, he vanished. Wee, so pretty! Oh man, I like that. I gotta buy more. Excuse me. I would like to purchase more of the Nemia Lily fireworks, please. Okay. Oh, hello. Eorzea survived the calamity and has effected a miraculous rebirth. 'Tis for all who struggled onward, putting one foot in front of the other as they travel this unfamiliar and oft uneven path, that I dedicate the song A Safe Passage. Aww, this is where the painting was last year too. That was really nice. I love these events. I love these events. They're so nice. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal.